Hi there, hope you're well. In this lesson we're looking at a few different ways that you can tackle playing triplet bass grooves, particularly at faster tempos. Playing in triplet or compound time can be quite challenging, as most of the patterns that we tend to use are based on 2 or 4 notes, such as singles, doubles, paradiddles. So it can be difficult to make things flow when we're dealing with an odd number of notes in each beat. So when you're playing a 6/8 or a 12/8 groove at a slower tempo, obviously you can do this with one hand on the hi-hat or the ride. But when you hit a certain tempo, obviously it becomes difficult to keep up. So you've got to find a way to use both hands to keep those triplets going. The simplest way to do this is to just use single strokes. So right, left, right, left, bringing your left hand down onto the snare on the 2 and 4 on the backbeat. It also sounds great to use this single stroke sticking and play your right hand on the ride with your left hand on the hi-hat, still using your left to play the snare drum. Another way to play these triplets and give it a slightly different feel is to play a right on the hi-hats and simply miss off the first note of each beat. As you add the kick and the snare on the downbeats, this kind of masks the missing triplet on the hi-hat, so you don't notice it's missing too much. And by accenting the second right hand, the third triplet, you can create a bit more of an offbeat feel to the groove. Another sticking that I love to use in faster triplet grooves is right, left. Your right hand plays the hi-hat in the first beat and the snare in the second, with the left hand double stroke staying on the hi-hat all the way through. This is particularly useful in really fast grooves. And keeping your right hand on the first note of each beat really gives you a solid anchor to stay in time. Obviously the tricky part is keeping up with those left hand doubles. Just be aware that when you're using this sticking pattern, any swung notes that you play on the kick are going to be in unison with your left hand. So it can be quite difficult to keep things tight when you're playing busier kick patterns. So just make sure that you give those notes a lot of attention while you're practicing. So there's a few different ways that you can try playing faster triplet bass grooves. They all have a slightly different sound and feel, so it's all about what works best for you in the situation that you're in. So feel free to experiment with these at different tempos and within different songs, and just find what works for you. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.